welcome again, brothers and sisters, to this my channel. Fellow comrades, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, I'll please ask you to do so. And then subscribe, hit on the notification bell, and share. To share is love. So please do share the video so that your fellow comrades will also have access to it. Tonight, I wish to talk about a few work that you can do to help yourself, and it's about self-protection. Psychic self-protection. And today we are going to look at the reversal magic or reversal spells that reverse when you have been psychically attacked. But let me tell you, most people who presume that they have been psychically attacked, in reality they have not been. So I will please exhort you to do a divination or find a professional to divine if truly you have been psychically attacked, and then before you can go ahead and do this work, because this work is meant to reverse the spell. The first one we are going to look at is the reversal spell. Upside down candle spell. And what you will need is a black candle, and then a candle holder, and then the crab shells, and then a pot full of dirt. What you do first is that you mentally have to tap into the frequency of the curse or the work that has been done against you. I will ask that you do some sort of short meditation to be able to tap into this frequency, so that you will be able to reverse the curse. After you have tapped through this frequency, the candle therefore becomes, or the black candle now represents the curse or the black magic that has been done against you. Once you are able to tap, because with the candle you have lit the candle, you put the candle in the candle holder, you have it lit, and then you try to tap into the frequency of the curse or black magic work that has been done against you. Once you have done that, the candle becomes represents the curse or the work that has been done against you. You then have to snuff off this candle, and then when you have snuffed off the candle, when you snuff off the candle, you snuff it off into the pot of death and the crab shells. The reason why we use crab shells is that they are one of the animals that are able to walk reverse. You understand? They can walk reverse, and so it aids us. As a hoodoo practitioners believe that it helps, or it helps us to reverse. You can do without it, but it will really harm your spell work if you use it in this candle ritual. And then once you have done that, you snuff off the candle, and then you bite off the bottom of the black candle. It means you pull it off from the candle holder and bite off the bottom. Then you set it upside down. That is the place you put off becomes the bottom, and then the bottom becomes the top. And once you have lit the candle, you say this chant. You see, what a malice you have aimed at me shall now be returned unto thee by word and will, so shall it be. Let me repeat it again. Say, what malice you have aimed at me shall now be returned unto thee by word and will, so shall it be. This literally, it binds the curse up, and then it reverses it to the owner. When you are finished, you can collect the remainings, And then if you know the house of the enemy, you can dump all the shell, the dirt, the candle, store that has remains all into the this thing. Or if you do not know the this thing, know the person who is attacking you, you can send it to the Y junction, and then that is your spell has been reversed. Then we have the double uh, reversal or double action reversal candle. These candles usually come in two colors. The double reversal action candle, they usually come in two colors. And then what you can do is that with the double reversal candle, you also need a reversal oil for its dressing and then a candle holder. What you do is that you take the candle and hold it horizontal. You let the tip of the candle away from you, and then you use the or reversal candle to dress it in one line. I mean, out of your body. If you have a photo of the target, it is better. If you don't have, you can use the name paper. You write their names about 3 times. Or if you do not know the person, or you do not have the name, you can write whoever has done this ill or has cast this curse against me. You can write it, and then you anoint it with the oil or the reversal oil. Set the candle on it, and then you light it. After you have lit the candle, say this charge or prayer. It says, "Shadow, hear my call to thee. Pitfall, hate filled enemy, be malignant if you will, for I am more malignant still. I turn you over to Hecate to send the curse back to thee, damning you as the wax bends down, committing your power to the ground." This is the prayer you will say in attachment over the this thing. Once it is bent, you can collect all the remains to the Y junction or to the graveyard to seal this spell by delivering it to Hecate. Hecate is a very powerful goddess, Wiccan goddess, very powerful, and is very sharp on this thing. I will tell you some a work I did with it, and it was too powerful for even my liking. This. And then if you can do the oil lamp reversal spell, or the oil lamp reversal spell. The oil lamp reversal spell, you need a half olo coconut, and then a vegetable oil, then 9 pins, 9 needles, and then 9 nails, then devil shoestrings, and then dill, and then salt. All these things must be put into the half coconut, and you pour the vegetable oil. Then you set your cork of wick, the cork of wick on top of it, and then you light it. This work must be done 7 Fridays in a row. And then once you have lit the oil lamp on a Friday, you say this incantation: nails, shoestrings, salt, and dill, hinder my enemies of their will, as they would do ill unto me. Hold them to their own agony. Hear my will addressed to thee by word and will, so shall it be. This is the charge you will say. Then the last one, the last way of reversing is known as the mirror cage reversal spell. This is the mirror cage reversal spell. And this one, you have to look for a box, mostly shaped like a coffin. And then you have the mirror lined up in within the box. Means you cover all the inner part of the box with a mirror. You know, mirror, in our previous lesson, I showed how mirror is very capable of reversing work. So you use that. Then you get an image of the enemy. If you have any personal link or personal item, you can add it. Once you get the image could be a wax, it could be a fabric doll, it could be a wood. What you do is that you carve the name of the target in the door. Mostly when you want to use a doll, normally you have to personalize the doll. So after you have carved the name, what I do, that's my personal way of doing it, is that I usually baptize the doll in the name of this, by blessing holy water and baptizing the doll. I baptize you in the name of John D. I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, in the name of John D. That's what I do, so that the item becomes, or it stands for, the person I'm referring to. Then you stuff the box with Spanish moss, and then you you say an incantation over the door, and then this is what you say. Normally you have to mention the name of the target. So if it is John D, you mention John D. For your own sake, I pray you no more trouble make, for to torment me for your own gain will not bring you greater pain, will only bring you greater pain. For I am a child of Hecate, and she is mightier than thee. From this hour forth, all ill intent shall back upon thy head be sent, and by my own word and will, thou shalt be thy own victim. So that is the chant you will say. I think I'll go over it again so that those of you who want to use it, say, you mention the name of the target and you say, for your own sake, I pray you no more trouble make, for to torment me for your own gain will only bring you greater pain. For I am a child of Hecate, and she is mightier than thee. From this hour forth, all ill intent shall back upon thy head be sent, and by my own word and will, thou shalt be thy own victim. And then this, having said this, you close the box. Some will bury it at the crossroad, and some will set it at their altar. I prefer setting it at your altar. And so, just like I mentioned, Hecate is a very powerful spirit. I assure you, it's a very, very powerful spirit, because I did invoke him in a work, and what he did to my enemy